Ron hopes the best thing that happens.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Local security handles most problems here. I only get involved when it's something big.
You ever check out the prices at Triton?
Ron Hope knows his stuff.
That's very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned, Bert.
Keep an eye on your valuables.
We set some ambitious quotas. Good to see you. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a I trust. Did you now? Well. Well, that's one hell of an accusation. That two-faced bastard kept the slate. Oh, I suppose. This is his revenge against the... I'm impressed, Deputy.
What's going on? What is this?
Nothing that concerns you, Birgit. In fact, why don't you make yourself?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has.
The cards are on the table. The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. Oh, and it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold. We donated the fertilizer to select homesteads and let the farm. And when the time was right, we cleared the farm and brought in machinery to harvest the mineral-rich soil. The reduction in labor and materials costs sent my profits soaring. I never intended for anyone to be hurt. I told Hull to buy the land, not take it by force. Unfortunately, farmers can be stubborn folk. And I couldn't risk any witness.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people?
Not another word out of you, Birgit. I can take your job. Will, I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and... You're right, of course. I'll set up a fund to handle funeral expenses, and we'll... You're right, yeah. Those families... with that resolved, as a member of the council, and of course, we'll both agree. Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. I'll do what's necessary. If you tell anyone about it, do you really want... I have to admit, you've made your position clear, Deputy. I'll make myself. I won't let you jeopardize my... If that means you suffer an unfortunate... I'm important!
You're not actually threatening to attack a Freestar Ranger, are you?
Such a shame to see it.
He tried to have you killed. I don't understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like such a good person. But everything he said about the farmer, it was so awful. The first part is true. He always looked out for him. No, of course not. But there was more to him. He had a genuinely good side, a caring... And now he's... That sounds... I can't imagine how that could feel good. That would be... Ilana. She seems pretty capable. I guess we'll have to...
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
Good to see you back. What's the word on the mech factory? Damn, you've got guts. Did you find out why the What? Ron Hope?
Are you really that surprised? Hope's always had a reputation as a man who'd do anything to succeed.
He's on the damn council.
So he can make laws favorable to his business interests. Sure, he's known to look after his people, but do you really think he gives a damn about some farmers on Montara Luna?
Did Hope explain his motives at all? That has a familiar ring to it.
I recall hearing about some Hope Tech initiative to help farmers. At the time, I just figured it was a PR stunt. Seems a little more sinister now.
Please, tell me you've got some evidence to back. All right, let's see what... Yeah, this is pretty damning. Especially this last bit about destroying this. And you confronted Hope? Damn. This is going to send shockwaves throughout the... If the people can't trust their leaders.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One bad apple won't spoil the whole damn barrel.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the marshal.
Not yet, but you ain't gonna live forever, old man.
While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business. Emma, would you...
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger? Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the... Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of...
Thank you, Ranger. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of ours. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of... Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility. I know you will. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Congratulations!
Got to admit, I'm impressed how... fast you made full Ranger.
Wilcox. You're new in town, aren't you? That means I'm gonna keep my... That's a real suspicious thing to say. You better pick your words carefully. See, I work for the Freestar Rangers. I'm the first ever Ranger Surveillance Assistant, and that's not some dumb made-up title. Ranger Emma Wilcox gave it to me, so it's official. I'm the best Ranger Surveillance. Someday, I'll teach other kids the tricks of the trade. Gotta prepare the next generation, because I won't be here forever. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna be a law-abiding citizen? Or are you gonna be a minor? That's the right answer. Aquila City is just crawling with... And it's up to us Rangers to...
And Ranger Surveillance Assistant.
Someone's stealing guns and stuff from Laredo Arms.
And none of the adults believe us.
So we're hoping... You know, you can help us break it up. Emily was right about you. I was doing my ranger patrol one night, and there was a suspicious character casing the... I watched him as long as I could, but I had to rush home for bedtime. First thing in the morning, I came back and interrogated Justin Sneed. And he said they were tracking down an inventory discrepancy. I told him about the suspicious stranger, but Mr. Sneed did. Exactly. This case was too big for just one ranger.
I'm an assistant ranger surveillance assistant.
Or, something like that. And we found out that the thief breaks in most nights. Like, really late. He's got his own key card. We just need to catch him. Security will believe. You're doing Aquila City. Best I figure he's there around midnight. We need to wait for him to exit Laredo, then catch. We need to bring him to.
What's this I hear about a gunfight in the well?
It was supposed to be an easy job. What? Shit. Yeah? I won't. Oh, God. This can be oh, God, no. Security. I'm so screwed.
Don't anybody move. If it ain't the hero of Galbang. And who do we have here? Looks like you're carrying a lot of weapons for a nighttime.
Hell, I give up.
Smart move. I got a tip something was going down tonight. Was little Annie actually right about all this? I kind of always thought she was a pest. Now, I got her from here. Aquila City owes you again. And, thank Annie for me. Dear God, she's never gonna let us hear the end of this.
Hey there.
Did you catch the thief?
Annie, what are you doing up? It's way past your bedtime.
Mom, I have to. You got him right? Right?
Couple of bar fights and an arrest for breaking and entering.
I knew it!
Annie L. Wilcox, what did you do?
I told you about it. You know the Laredo robberies?
Yeah.
Well, we caught them.
Wait, so that's real?
Of course, Mom. I told you.
She's telling the truth. You're not pulling my leg, right? Whew, boy. Annie, we'll talk more about this later. But I'm proud of you. But you've got to be careful.
Yes, Mom. I'm gonna be the best ranger surveillance assistant ever.
Thank you for helping my girl and anything else involved. Lord.
Thanks for all your help on this Laredo caper. Together again.
Hiya. If you're looking for the rain.
If you're sick or hurt, my mom's the doctor. She can fix anything, even ash
The
lights.
finest folk in the settled systems make their home right here. Have a wonderful visit. I hope Aquila is treated. The core is the oldest district and represents the original settlement. The descendants of the original settlers. Frank's just the latest owner of the old Hussonov Manor, and he's the worst, simply. But it's been a problem since the Hussonov family ran out of heirs. There's an old wrong the Cartwrights have been trying to right for decades, and hence, well, I was right to talk. The last Hussonov was Sahar. Sad tale there. By all accounts, when she lost her last grandchild around 40 years ago, well, it broke her. She packed up and just plain left the estate. Built some farm far from Aquila City and the protection of its... It didn't take long before the Ashta overran the farm, and just like that... A lot of folks thought the same. So I need someone to go to the old Sahar farm, brave the Ashta, and see if she left a will. I swear I'll honor her wishes. Aquila owes her family that much. And if it happens to kick Mr. Big Shot out of the Corps, well, you are a blessing. Sahar's farm is elsewhere on the planet. If you can't handle Ashta, I don't want this whole sordid story to have more. Be careful.
Физика для AAA игры 2023.
Aquila City is lucky that Hope Tech still deals with them after the reception I've got. I come here offering business, employment opportunity. Me? So Ron Hope assigns me to Aquila City, and I'm excited, right? But I need a place to sleep here, so I bought some prime real estate for me and my girl. And damn it, you'd think I plowed through a sacred burial site. Listen, I'm not the one selling some priceless historical manor. That's not on me. That's just the thing, isn't it? It's not really. All the manors on the core were built by the founder. But this isn't some sort of sacred ground. And the owners before, some nobody third-tier family. But it's the core. And give them the satisfaction. Thanks for hearing me out. Hope you have a better day than I. Who the who? Wait. Hassanov. You mean... Oh, hell. Elias Cartwright. That man's always had it out for me. My credits are as good as anyone else around. I got a business proposition. 10,000 credits, and I take that alleged will off. No questions. I paid good money to live here, and they're the ones trying to... If you start seeing sense...
So you sold 3 pickups today?
Yeah.
Hey, I heard you had Dunlops.
I've been helping out my mom with doctor stuff.
Like I said,
It's hard
be careful.
sometimes, but I kind of like it.
You got it! That's wonderful! Let me think back. There was a Blake. Might be we can track him or any... I'll get my lawyer on this. Frank Langston's in for a rude surprise. And we can maybe see a Hassanov return back to the core. They helped make the Freestar Collective. If they have living heirs, well, it's more than I could have... You've more than earned this. You've done
I hope you're not here to report something. Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's Oh, it wasn't a compliment. Just... In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been so I'd like someone from UC Security to handle... Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis. Take the NAT to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi and the job. Good luck with the mission.
Закладка, блядь. Блядь, 20 метрів від їхнього офісу. Ви серйозно?
Still have questions? Go ahead. Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help. That being said, my luck seems to be turned. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of. Who knew all I had to do was... Well, I have you now, so I probably won't... Anyway, here's your payment. Ah, if it isn't my... I've got nothing at the moment, but... Let me know if you have any questions.
Де вона вообще? Тю, я думаю, вона на кораблі має бути зі мною.
Two of us make quite... Ron Hope was a real piece of... Despicable is he held innocent people with little regard, treating their lives like numbers on a balance. I'm relieved. Letting him off the hook would have... Had you taken the money, this would have been I'm proud of you. No, it certainly isn't. Well, I think...
I need to concentrate to be able to focus on it.
I have something I need to discuss with you. Handling those tricky decisions regarding Ryujin must... Those types of corporate... I suppose you've proven that point already at Ryu. After all, based on... Why wouldn't I be pleased? Can you imagine if that technology... Yes, quite. Well, I've...
Hey, let me know when you're ready to take me along
What's
with
happening, darling?
Should only be a few years.
Yes, yes. I wonder if the broken spear is still open. It's the only decent place in town to grab a drink.
Found a clutch of heat leeches.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC security. I can probably help you with that. Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
The Trade Authority turning away contraband.
Oh yeah, well, I got some bad... This location doesn't buy shit like that when UC security's sitting a stone's throw from the front door. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rule. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember...
Well, well. It appears she suddenly remembers...
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Brokens. Oh, and it's been a pleasure.
Well. Back for more, eh?
I sure hope this hearing loss...
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first. Yeah, well, she isn't running the show here.
Well, this is utterly ridiculous. Do we
Lady, if you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I... Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that... Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for...
Let me guess.
Shouldn't you be leaning on Fielding by now?
Couldn't stay away.
Something I can help you with? Adler Camp. Adler, you said? Nope. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go... Adler... Oh! Wait! You mean that Adler? I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. Well, I mean, he... Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now, okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone.
Perhaps he's already been through it.
Holy crap. Really? Thank you. For everything. And don't worry.
Deluxe condos aren't anything special, but plenty of people call them home.
flying banners.
We have the tech to
Have something for me? There, would you look at? He going to be a problem anymore? Nice, nice. You're kind, you know. If you like this kind of work, you think you can handle running? No, 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 no. If you want to join up with us, you have to push every damn chip you've got into the pot. So can you hand... That's what I'm talking about. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you... Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't.
Oh, my day just got a whole lot brighter.
Wow, look who finally had the guts to show up. So, big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join him. We'll see. When the waters get deep, it's so. Before I put you to work, let's get everything out. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana. Jumping into Enceladus. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead. It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. Rake used to run with the fleet. Hell, I'm the one who vouched for him in the first. Back then he had a different name and a different identity. He was a damn good earner, too. Brought in a ton. Everything was fine until he wanted out. So he ran. And nobody, I mean, nobody, runs away from the fleet. I've been tracking Rick for months. He's making it tough. He changes his location and identity so often, it's costing me a small fortune just to keep tabs. But you know what? It's worth every damn cred. He's made me look like a fool in front of Delgado.
understand. Oh, God.
Keep in mind, we're not threatening to board you. We're asking. The distinction is rather important.
Well, normally I would say no, but... Alright.
Exploring the galaxy is hard work. Trust me, I know. The stuff by ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, if you wanted our cargo, we could... I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your... That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you... Now, do you mind telling us what... You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you? And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think... Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never... Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another... That is fair. We do not want any part of the fleet. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make... And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got down. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
So you're the fleet's new dog, huh?
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Ship's clear. It's just us among the stars again, Captain.
Now tell me about the Ragana. Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hand. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got... Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, hope this business with Rake's taught you something. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, you better stow that crap before you make me. Now that you know the deal, it's time to... I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the Key. Head out there as soon as you can.
Well, we're in. I hope you know what you're doing.
Cycle the airlock and move.
Captain on deck.
Commander Conde wants to see you.
How can I be of service, Captain?
I had a friend on the Rakana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time. Sure.
I saw one of the ensigns get an Alpha Centauri.
We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port. Suffice to say, he's got... That's a smart line to follow. Just remember not to...
I'll do my part to make...
Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a... Let them remember. They have no idea who actually hired. I'd suggest you spend less time worrying about us. On that note, how did things go with Neva? Then it worked. You're in. Now it's time for the next phase.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on a good side will ensure you... Yes, you pass your... But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their... You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you...
So what's next for you on Neva? Where you'll meet Delgado, no?
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on... You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but...
Agreed. The last thing we need is to infiltrate the fleet, only to be kicked out because we've underestimated one of them.
I don't disagree, but it's important to know your enemy. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, we will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now. Yes. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and... I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. Keep up the good work.
The Regana made it to port with 0 damage.
I have things for you.
Заебало с этими анимациями, блядь. Андок, блядь, fast travel.
Releasing ship from dock. Done. We are now free to move among the stars.
З якого хрена двигун відключився, блядь.
What a ride! Switching grab drive to normal propulsion.
Щоб просто не хуєрнуть. Понятно. Такі станції просто, я не пам'ятаю.
And we're docking. And complete. Easy peasy.
Thanks for you.
Get out of my face. You said the take was 10K.
Do you require my assistance?
Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30. You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem. If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Hey, steal from me and get caught. Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener.
Greetings, Captain.
The hell took you so long? Forget how to grav jump or something? Never apologize. Not if you want anyone in the... And if they don't respect you, put a gun to their head and they'll get the message. But, all that aside, you... Pencils ready? This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now might look a little beat up on the outside, but... Hell yeah, it is. Just watch your back when you do. Cred sticks tend to disappear.
We'll be certain to keep a close one.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the Key. But it's better if I show you too. All right, history time. So, the Key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, Lock, Key. Cute, huh? Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the Key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you, always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the Key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook. where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
Don't even try to rip me off.
Got Bradley from the
I know
Trader
value
Lord.
when I see it.
I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit, given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering. Glad you approve. Obviously, betrayal isn't taken lightly around here. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety. Essentially, but I sleep soundly knowing I'm one of the few that can piss Delgado off and live. Should I die, all of my knowledge, the accounts, the credits, it would be a mess. He wouldn't dare. He holds the trigger, but we all know that my death cripples the fleet. Call the bomb a weapon of last resort. It's been over 5 years since I've stepped off the key. Leaving this place puts far too much at risk. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the core. Thanks to advanced modifications even Ryujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. The perfect segue into my fight. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround. If Neva's chosen wisely. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say. So you can run along to Delgado. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
Of course, when the
Ah, there's our other new recruit. So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet. You'd better not disappoint, or you'll find yourself answering to me, personally. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself.
Hey, if you've got a problem, I can decorate that wall behind you with your brains. Room could use a little color if you ask.
It's all right, neighbor. I admire this rook's backbone. Takes a lot of guts to crack jokes with the threat of death staring them in the...
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, pack your cold weather gear, rooks. Where we are going?
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarol for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn camp?
Crix's legacy is no story. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there... Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager...
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old... Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording. And not a lot of facts. Some of us...
Don't listen. When we get our hands on Crix's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC systems. Sounds like someone wants to get down to business. Okay, enough discussion. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't...
fleet protects our own.
So, looks like, once again, I'm jacked. Like Neva said, you need ship. It may not be wider, but I can guarantee your ship will be in good. We got the best selection. Anything that keeps the UC, and just let me know when you want to. Neva's mine, so don't be getting any ideas. She may be a little rough around the edges, but there's no one better to have you. Truth is, of course, I wouldn't have needed rescuing if they hadn't blown up the ship I was working on. Delgado plucked me out of space and brought me to the... I took one look at the place and was compelled to work. Soon after... all business... Catch you later.
Never do a job unprepared. You need supplies, you hit up the team.
I don't know about you, but I think the welcome sign really lends itself to the alluring charm of this star station.
You looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
We call UCCF shot.
That last job didn't pan out.
Now you buy
need
from
something
me,
bigger.
look good, and protect your ass. Well, only the best tactical gear to protect your ass this side of the galaxy. Metal plated for when you're up against bullets. Leather for those jobs that might require a... all made by yours truly, of course, except for a few used odds and ends that... What, me? Nah, not anymore. When it comes to aim, there ain't no one worse. I mean, my friends like to say I'd have better luck talking someone to death than shooting them. Yep, my talents are best suited for making protective gear. Helmets, vests, suits. You could say I'm a tailor. I'm sure I got something to... See ya.
You don't make it in this life without a good... Well, well. Neva's new hotshot. I knew you'd find your way... Everyone... Oh. Good thing I'm not here to impress. I carry most of the standard hardware. You know, Kinect. Occasionally, I stock a few... Just don't screw me over or I'll be inclined to give you a free demo. Oh, we all have trust issues. A little advice, Sadiqi? The fleet's trust. You bleed for the fleet. The fleet... Anyone who says otherwise is either lying or getting ready to stab you in the back. Well, most people just glaze over and learn the hard way. Plenty of merchandise to... All right. See you around.
Too many missions, not enough time. Hello, Captain.
It's released. Let's go. ready. Sight is clear.
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
About time you got here.
I told you you were wasting your time, Del.
That is why we're here. And Mathis, I am running things around here, so keep your mouth shut.
Fine.
All right, listen up, because I am only going to go through this one. We are here to dig up any info about Grix's legacy. We are not here to scrap for loot. Whatever you pick up, don't think, don't get creative, bring it. It's so simple, even a rook.
Hold on, no scrapping. How the hell am I supposed to make money around here?
All right, that's enough. If either of you want to fly with the Crimson Fleet, when you're on a job, if that doesn't work for you, just say so, and I will leave you on this ice ball without a ship. You will be dead within hours.
Yeah. Yeah, keep talking, Wiser.
Throttle it down, both of you. Oh, and there's one. Your little friend can tag along until we get to the outer doors of the prison, but I will be dead.
Very nice. I'll just remain here and soak in the planet's lovely winter.
We have a lot of ground to cover between the landing area and the lock, so let's get moving.
Шо ти, братік, скільки ППС у зіковому полі?
Блять. Як голосно. Щас. Та нормально, я ж обмеження поставив 60 нахуй, не пишу. Та це все одно не ніхуя. Ну 60.
Весело грається.
Та таке. Та я вже хочу закінчити просто. Мені вже тут херня лишилась. Все зробив, що можна. Просто цікаво.
Може піти в Dying Light, якщо є бажання та час, ніби на роботі не тут.
Та блять. Ну. Я в 4-5 буду лягати спати, я не знаю. На годину-дві. Ну як хочеш, можна. По кому вона, блядь, стріляла?
Ну лан тоді, думав просто раптом в тебе вигдінею. На те щось придумав.
Та я їбу. Я походу працюю. Якраз в неділю у мене денна зміна. Я взагалі не знаю.
Валя.
Ну, саме на 10. Нічого, точно. А вихідні в мене, що наступному тижні вівторок, середа, четвер.
Го з пацанами в комп-клуб. Зви Тараса, 2 Андрія, Женю. Будем тусить.
В сенсі 2 Андрія.
Ну, щоб дабл хейт.
Їбавці. Вроді прикольна задумка, це декодування, типу. Але, блядь, нас як воно зайобує, коли вже це робиш в 1000-й раз, блядь. Стоп. Стоп, я це хотів. Де це було? Це, блядь? Ні, ніхуя.
Декодуй мені жопу.
Твоя жопа вже продана, що там декодувати?
Бо без неї туго. Хоча і в ній туго.
В ній
Хай
туго?
мемем.
Я сумніваюся, що в ній туго. Блять, це одиночне місце для сука, блять. Я купив. Ну, це...
Та, блядь, Ілля каже, що вже перепродав і той чувак десь її проїбав.
Може, просто їбав. Без про?
Не надо ПЛЗ.
ПЛЗ. ПЛЗ. Як добре. Я реально не знаю, що на нього. Ну. Я щось думав. Може батьки в мене поїдуть пізніше. Я не знаю, може до тебе приїхав би просто чисто посидіти. Я не знаю. Це все одно, коли в мене вихідні будуть. А це таке собі. Тільки на наступному тижні хіба ж. Або через, блядь. Через тиждень. Після, я не знаю. А що ти на Новий рік, ніхуя? Бо я на Новий рік, походу, також працюю, блядь. Ще й в нічну, блядь. Походу, я, типа... охуєнно проведу цвета.
Here we are. The place where Jasper Griggs laid the groundwork for finding the legacy and eventually the Crimson Fleet. The Lock.
На енергія от хазе, я думав мого другана, Женю, звати, але ти його не знаєш.
Це інший Жені?
Then crank up your suit heat, Mathis, because it's probably not going to get much better once we are inside. All right, let's keep moving. Standing out here isn't doing us.
Ні, так я ж...
Через Наташу познайомились.
Я ж все одно
Він щас заходить до мене.
Так ти знайшов собі нового друга, так сказати?
Очередня.
First time I have been inside this part of the lock, so keep your eyes open. See anything unusual, call it out. If it's hostile, take it down. Couldn't be simple.
How many people did the UC stick down here, Dal?
A couple of hundred at least. Might not look like much, but it was better than trying to survive on the surface.
Not much better. Even with the heating on, this place looks like a goddamn dump.
Now you know why the prisoners got fed up and looked to Cricks to lead them out of here.
Можеш з півасіком підвалити до мене, посидимо, попиздимо, шкода ноута нема ні в кого.
Да, це хуйня. Ну, блядь, з цього можна обійтись.
Keep your mouth shut and your eyes open.
Да, вже не вийде, як в старі часи. Щось по плану чисто посидіти. Блять, от фізика бочки от непогана оцей. Ну буває ж така хуйня.
Я пам'ятаю, як ти мені торчлайт показав і ми катали до ранку.
Так, до речі, торчлайт ми пройшли з пацанами тоді. Чи це другий торчлайт?
То другий.
Better them than us, though, am I right?
Wait, shut up a second. Did you hear that?
Huh?
Знаю, Starfield це, блядь, стандартна гра від бесідки. Я хоч люблю космос, але він тут доволі нудний. Спрей набагато цікавіше. Задумки.
Вони всі однакові.
Реалізація. Ну, це ж, я кажу, це бесідка. Вони ігри середні просто. Ну, вони не погані, вони середні. Оптимізація, звісно, говно, просто в Starfield. Просто говніще. Особливо в містах. Так то нормально, а в містах повна залупа. Не знаю, воно йде хуже кіберпанка, при тому, що в кіберпанкові деталізація, блять, в 100 разів краще, і мобів, і неписів більше. Ну і самі міста набагато більше. Блять. Це що мені рішив? Забамбузлить мене? Банчик хоч? Кабанчиком. Ні, от що, а інтер'єри в бесідки завжди хороші були. Вони такі хороші лишились. Ну, в сенсі. Деталей багато всередині будівель. А так, я не знаю. Мабуть, я б не грав би, якби знав би, що втягують. А так я хочу вже закінчити.
I need more bullets, I need more bullets, I need more bullets, bigger weapons, there's a lot of protein, sir.
Блядь, ну ти мудак. Я не знаю, як в них вийшло зробити нудний космос. Перші пару годин цікаво, а потім стає. Коли ти розумієш, що генерація така собі взагалі.
Та-да, я дивився, що люди кажуть, Аж з вішліста
Ну,
видали.
кажу, це середня гра. Ну, типа, це як Skyrim, тільки. Блять, в Скайрімі сеттінг крутіш. Ну, в смислі, я люблю космос, я дуже люблю космос. Але тут космос нудний. Я не знаю, як у них вийшло, ну космос нудний. Все-таки в Скайрімі, типа, середньовіччя, магія мені більше якось заходить. Ну, у них непогано вийшло це передати. А тут нудний космос. Я не знаю, ну це. Я не пам'ятаю ігор з нудним космосом. Ну. Як? Це, ну, це треба сильно постаратися. Ні, ну просто середнє, типу, якщо ну, нічого взагалі робити, то да. Не знаю, що я скачав, я чомусь хотів такий шутер РПГ, мабуть, не знаю. Може я сильно в Prey награвся і хотів щось схоже, але це, ну, краще в Prey зіграти, я тобі говорю. Prey це дуже... Порівняно з Starfield. Ну, блядь, важко порівняно, бо це Starfield це відкрите RPG, типу відкритим світом, а там більш сюжетно, але все одно. Тут багато механік просто, систем випилили просто, наче, і в них, типу, блядь, вони наче забули про них. Там розчленування, там якісь, типу, демаг по кінцівкам, наскільки я знаю, також вони випали. Просто статуси додали. Вони додали і нові системи, а старі наче забули, блядь, просто. Що було непоганим.
Must be a nest. I bet these things are crawling all over the place.
Yeah, and their buddies probably heard us firing from about a kilometer. If we weren't on this job with Delgado...
Enough already! I should have known better than... Now let's see. Looks like we are inside some sort of... Since you are such good friends, why don't you and Mathis head up to that control room?
Процедурна генерація, не знаю. Я спочатку, так сказати, восхитився, а потім зрозумів, що пресети, по суті, ті ж самі скрізь. Я побігав там, ну, коли ти зрозумів, побачив всі пресети, то ти побачив, по суті, всю генерацію рандомно. І другий раз не цікаво стає. О, клас, я зі стіною говорю. Говорю через стіну.
The plan? Who gives a shit about the plan? Let's face it, we're on our own now.
Ого, оце технології в майбутньому.
Why? Because that's what is... The hell with that. We use this opportunity to take out Delgado, and at the same time, make some serious credits for ourselves.
Що, блядь, що він говорить?
Я словно со стеной разговариваю.
We bide our time, and when the moment's right, we hit him with even the almighty Delgado. Yeah, we're doing this right. Or maybe we should wait until the next time we're on an alien world and separated from Delgado.
Бачив трейлер GTA 6.
Ну, блядь. GTA... Не знаю, мене дуже важко затягнути в...
Сюда тёлку протагоніста, сюда.
Ну, і в мене зі сучасність, реалістичну сучасність. Це треба сильно постаратись. Не знаю, ну... Я колись...
Ну, але Borderlands ти ж любиш.
Да.
А там один в один.
Да. Не знаю. Я колись доберусь все-таки і пройду всі GTA-шки для кампанії чисто. Ну, і додаткових місій.
Come on, haven't got all
Але...
day.
I had a feeling you'd be on board. Let's pretend for a second Delgado's correct. Once we get rid of him, we'll dig up the garbage ourselves and sell whatever we find to Neva. No way. We're going to be
Let's go to the gym, buddy. Let's go to the gym, buddy. Let's go to the gym, buddy.
I mean, come on. I'll bet you a month's share that he's never been this vulnerable. Playing it safe, huh? But you better have me back when I make... Now, let's find a way.
Це легке, я буває 4-шаровий, в чому прикол, якщо ти десь проїбав частину, яка тобі треба для наступних шарів, типа, то ти просто себе залочив і тобі треба, блядь, рестартити. Ну і тратити час, ресурси. Відмичку, типа.
I guess that's one way through.
Який даун придумав то, що в сканері, який все підсвічує, оцей сканер, ти не можеш нічого робити, ти навіть активувати нічого не можеш, відкрити двері, закрити двері, ти не можеш з інвентарями взаємодіяти, це просто дебілізм. Єдине, що ти піднімати можеш.
Okay, Zouch. What the hell was so important that you had to drag me all the way out of A block at this hour?
You know Jasper Crick's over in D block? He's busting out of here.
Бачив постанову Кабміну, що всім стрімерам, у кого в ніку є Хогероса, треба в ТЦК підійти оновити жопу.
Прошивку на жопу.
Then why the hell are you telling me?
Come on, I gotta explain this. It's because I like you, Rickard. Now, once
Бля,
you
я
call
тільки
me,
побачив твій нік. Не повезло.
for months to, well, you know, I was hoping we had something a little more than that.
Dan? Zouch? I, didn't know you cared that much. You give me the signal and I'll... Oh, shit. Wait, I forgot to turn off the recording.
Recording? What the hell, Rickard?
We never meet down here this late. I thought you were gonna kill me, alright?
Use the intercom from there if you can.
God, no. I love you. Alright? Gotta make me say it. Shit.
Hello?
I'm sorry, baby. Here, let me turn this thing off and I'll apologize. Okay?
Is anyone up there?
I can't imagine being stuffed down in the rot. Poor bastards.
Hello? Hello? You, so the two of you made it, huh? Well, brush the dust off. We have obviously been cut off, so first, I want you to keep looking for a way to open the rest of the doors down here. Otherwise, and second, try and dig up whatever you can about Jasper.
Витратив оце ж на компедос минулого року 5 кгрн і тепер отримав свій кешбек 650 сюда.
Блять. 5,5к на компет. Блять, моє серце трошки, блять, болить.
Ну так получилось.
Уф.
Yeah? You'd better. And tell Mathis not to get any bright-eyed.
Піду дивитись судьбу пацана, чи як воно так.
Блять, сука. Ты заебан, блядь.
Слово пацана. Сюда.
Сука, ёбані педики, як я ненавиджу цих дебілів, блядь. Наших дебілів, які це дивляться. Що завтра в тебе?
Заказывай у стрімера трек пияла.
ти, в тебе робота стандартна, да, завтра.
Завтра поки хазе, більше мітінгів, ніж роботи ніби.
Ні, так, коротше, якщо...
По ідеї 80% часу вільний.
Якщо буде час, там... Пиши.
Та-да, бо ми щось не дограєм. У нас ще друге вмираюче світло є.
А, блядь, там же та хуйня, блядь. З тим, що треба. Я не знаю, може там можна щитерити, маю на увазі, щоб Вінксют отримати. Просто... Я не знаю, що два Дайнлайта підряд, це багатенько. Маю на увазі, я можу чимось розбавити. У мене ж, до речі, ще стоїть, що там в мене. Тайні Тіна, блядь.
МЖН.
Що там у нас ще є разом? І все? Подожди, що ми грали? Far Cry і випили, ми дограли.
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate? Ти хочеш разом?
Можна. Я б тільки за.
Блять, починати з третього, я б так би не хотів. Не знаю. Опять мене ж твоя бібліотека ще злетіла. Щіт.
What I wouldn't give for a space heater and a hot cup of pop.
Просто ти на Baldur's Gate pretty much найкращий компаньйон.
Та, блядь, ми ж таки не грали з тобою, до речі. Жодного разу. Ну, типа Divinity там.
Та я ж тебе знаю.
Я буду пиздить все, поняти не прибито гістка. Готуйся перезагружати багато.
Баля.
Класик. Це знати треба. Чо? Salary switch locked? What the?
Ще раз нажми. Точно поможе.
Ні, я читав, що вона робить. Воно ж там писало. Я не встиг прочитати перший раз. Блядські замки, блядь. Чого немає автоанлокера, типу якогось, який в цьому
Oh my! It's amazing this entire place hasn't collapsed by now.
Оу май.
О, блін, Люба пише. Блядські замки, блядь, як я їх їбав. І ладно, за ґратами щось би було, але я туди лізу просто, щоб було в основному. Я себе не залучу.
Люба, дорога.
Ні, ну то, що я працюю на свою днюху і на Новий рік, це класно. Я вважаю. Я вважаю, це круто. Ні, ну локації інколи, блядь, бесідки класні. Я ж кажу, локації, декорації, типу цих локацій. Але все, що процедурно згенеровано, таке собі. На генерацію занадто багато покладають. Вона не все вирішує. Типу, блядь. Тут є безконечні завдання, по суті, там. По зачисті цих рандомних локацій, типу, генерованих. Але нахуя? Якщо вони, ну, типу, настільки схожі, типу, 90% то ж саме локація, по суті. Там щось місцями переставлено, моби там поміняні, типу, окей. Унікального лута там немає, типу. Просто, ну, стандартний пул.
So have you thought about what I've said? Well, maybe we... You saw it back there. Those things, whatever they were, they've probably ripped him to shreds by now. Did the job for... And if they haven't, we can still handle the job. We just have to get our hands a little dirty. You've got a point. All right, I'll follow your... So, now that we've made it to the guard's house... Been in a few slams yourself, I... Cell D03118. Okay. It's a place to start, I guess.
Що, блядь, інформація, алло. що, в толкані, блін, чи що нахуй? О, блядь.
Відправити всіх волонтерів на фронт, в тому числі і жінок, пропонує Безугла.
Та ну, я не. Ну, її купили по-любому. Сенсу її слухати. Купили для того, щоб просто ну, вона попізділа і по. Ну, порозносила хуйню всяку. Типа купити одного депутата, думаю, це для них взагалі не проблема. Просто я дивуюсь, чого за неї не взялось СБУ якийсь там. Може і взялось, просто нічого не нарило ж, але. Дивно, що не нарило тоді.
Can't believe this is where the fleet started. It's history now. Blows me mind.
That's where we'll dig. Not up, but through. Right to the armory. Carter mentioned that security keeps rotating codes on all the terminals in the lock, so we'll have to coordinate this carefully. For now, we'll continue using his locker in the showers area as a drop point for the code to the utility closet.
Can you imagine how angry the prisoners were when they rioted? I would hate to have been one of the guards. Delgado was right.
Ну, понятно, що це операція ручні, типу, якраз під зиму тут, щоб підігріти, так сказати, гою. Прогрів гою зробити. До речі, подивився погоду. Має бути доволі тепла зима. Не цікаво тоді, коли вони шмалять будуть. Бо, по ідеї, температура не має опускатись нижче 10 градусів. Там навіть нижче 5-6 не буде. Ну, це понятно, що...
Нижче мінус 10 цієї зими немає.
Ну, судячи з того, з тої прогнозу, який я бачу.
Прикол. Це добре.
Ну, це погода, так що вона любить вниз робити, але...
Ну, для нашої ситуації. Ну да.
Так мені цікаво, коли ми будемо шмаляти. Мені здається, 19-го. Ну, на свята, я думаю, якраз піде. Має піти. Або після моєї днюхи там зразу трошки похолодання буде до мінус 6, ото щось.
Думаю, да.
Ну, я думаю...
За тиждень до НР. Тиждень-два.
Ні, після. Якраз от 11-12 грудня там були похолодання трошки.
Січня.
Грудня. Ну, я думаю, на Новий рік, на Миколая вони також не упустять...
Так я ж і кажу тоді.
Можливості.
Тиждень-два до НР.
А, Новий рік, блядь. Та я що-то... День народження. Перепутав. Да. Ну, було сенсу, я не думаю, що їм буде затягувати особливо. У нас і так, по ідеї, дефіцит має початись. Говорять же, типу, коли мінус 5 буде, там більше трошки. Може бути навіть відключення просто. Без ракети. Та ёпта мать, як я місу, от як, блядь? І да, реально мобів якось настільки різноманітність тут маленька, що це просто пиздец. Типа, більшість інопланетян, виключно більшість, це жуки просто, якогось там підвиду, блядь, просто. І жуки, блядь, якісь інсектоїди. Були один раз чи два рази, я бачив літаючих, блядь. І то це рандомні, типа, а не десь на PC там якісь важливі. Ну, я знаю, блін. Знаєш, всі різноманіття, типа, космосу, типа, зводиться до жуків і якихось там, типа, собак, по суті. Таке собі.
Щас кину тобі мій улюблений скріншот з Одіс.
Що таке Одіс?
З Одіссеї.
А, Одіссея. Ні, тут деякі теж класні скріни, до речі, є. Тут, ну, планети самі прикольні. Але, блядь, планети ж це не тільки планети, я маю на увазі в грі важливі. Було пару скрінів, що виглядає тупо як місяць. Типа як, ну, фотки з місяця, поняв, перші ото. Щас я можу знайду. Десь робив їх давненько. Якщо знайду. Може я кидав тобі, не знаю. А, все.
Найс. Ти замутився чи молчиш?
Ні, мовчу. Це ж я.
Поняв, зрозумів.
Ёбані замки, блядь.
А плюс хто буде читати, але озвучувач єбаний.
А ти кинув кудись? Ти ж сказав, що кинеш.
Давай ще раз, поняв плюс зрозумів. В телеграмі ж.
Що? Я не бачу.
Ти відкрив навіть.
Ні, я не відкрив, лол. Воно щось прочитане було. Ну, я бачу це, до речі, ти кидав на піносі цього статуї. Це популярне місце, там помазали багатенько його.
Просто кайф.
Ну, от я кажу, як і є сусід, по суті, типу. Нічого особливого, але там, ну. Сеттінг цікавий трохи, цей ландшафт, будівлі того періоду. Не знаю, я намагаюся просто...
Зависав колись з пацанами на Кессосі.
Намагаюсь в таке не грати особливо. Ну, як і в Starfield, але чомусь мене хукнуло, так сказати. Ну, він ще взломаний був в перший день, по суті.
Та треба в Guild Wars катать по-хорошому.
Та блять, це такий таймсінг, я ж взагалі намагаюсь не грати ні в що. О, якийсь новий цей літаючий і на приширення, блять. Перший раз таке бачу. Ніхуя собі.
А вклітаючий.
Ні, да, він щось не мочив взагалі, нічого не робив.
Рандомна генерація МАЕС.
Ні, до речі, це, скоріше всього, не рандом. Тому що це ж сюжетна... Це... місії одної з фракцій. Я сумніваюся, що це рандомне згенерування. Ну, хоч щось. Треба було почекати, подивитися, як він атакує хоча б. Блять, нахуй я взявся за плечу. Яка попочка.
То що, запросиш брата до своєї хати? До біса тебе, зустрінемося на роботі. Будів ненавидіти мене, тому що я гарненький. Мабуть, якщо б ти здихався цієї яселюк зачісти, мав би на своєму хріні 2-3 красунь. Дідько, навіть краще, може б Тетяна подзвонила твоїй ледачій дупі, якщо б відчепила свою від прутнятого нейрохірурга чи адвоката.
Це опять цей? Нейро.
Йолоп.
Йолоп. Прекрасний ніга, як йолоп. Це укртреш дав, наверное, якийсь чи що?
Стрілянина заважала, треба ще раз. Так, це те, що ти сказав. То що, запросиш брата до своєї хати, до біса тебе, зустрінемося на роботі. Годі ненавидіти мене, тому що я гарненький. Мабуть, якщо б ти здихався цієї яселюк зачіски, мав би на своєму хріні 2-3 красунь. Дідько, навіть краще, може б Тетяна подзвонила твоїй ледачій дупі, якщо б відчепила свою від прутнятого нейрохірурга чи адвоката. Йолоп.
Крутень. Блядь, ёбані закриті двері, як я їх їбав. блядь, де той пункт? Угу. Я зламав двері, щоб нічого не взяти, бо там одна хуєта. Навіть з трупа більше лута просто з рандомного.
Looks like this was the warden's office. They built the office right next to the shuttleway. For quick escapes, I bet. Smart.
Finally, I was about to give up. Pick up on the intercom.
Боже, блядь. От такі я не люблю.
Рестейкінг механіка відкривання замків кожні 5 хв, конечно, добрий день.
Ну, це залупа. Подожди. Ага. Так я кажу, якщо зафейлить, можна просто-напросто залочить себе.
Але який лут за дверима МММ? Йолоп.
Це лут там. Зараз помацаємо лут. Пару кредитів.
Опа, параша, сюда.
І стандартний лут. Заради замка максимальної складності.
I hope you found something because I am getting sick and tired of this place. I knew it. Everyone said
Ну,
I was out
ти
of my
ні,
mind.
пані, маєш етажі лут.
Down here. Looks like I picked the right person for the...
Hey, what the hell? This is bullshit, Delgado.
That Mathis? Tell him to shut up.
Whatever.
Okay. Now all we have to do is find a way off of this planet. I'm looking at schematics for the lock, and I don't there's a way, but I can open the outer doors to the shuttle bay and let you fly one of the shuttles down there directly up. Good answer. You're learning. Okay. Let me see.
Shuttle bay activated. Initiating the icing process.
Yup. It's got it. Might take a while, though. Those bay doors, you have done a hell of a job, Rook.
Видно, що цій станції, цій кімнаті більше сотні років. Бараки, Обами.
Why the hell did you lie to Delgado about me?
Дуже уважно до деталей ніби поставились.
Whoa, wait a minute. You think I was gonna... Oh, all I've been doing is looking out for you this whole time. Hey, if I want to... Look, about all that killing Delgado stuff, why don't we just Oh, you're gonna be like that, huh? Now, let's get the heck out of here.
Куда, блядь, подожди. Че я сюда... А, я звідси прийшов, блядь. О, мамка. З чого б тебе уїбать? Ох, вона жирна. Схоже на твоє чело.
План на добраніч.
Угу. Добре.
Air pressure, seals, ship integrity, all good. Docking is complete. Good work, Captain.
Look at the state of this place. It's amazing the key is still in one piece.
Need something?
I'm only stationed on the key until the heat dies down. Back to raiding and pillaging.
Yeah?
There you are.
It's about time. I was about to fly down and loot your bodies.
Not now, neighbor. Well, that's it. After losing so much of our crew, it better be a map with a... Well, I'll be... Legacy wasn't referring to Crix's fortune. It's the name of an actual ship. A Galbank transport probably loaded with credits.
Never heard any stories about a Gal Bank ship going down. And even if it had happened, it would have been picked clean years ago.
No, neighbor. Think. If Galbank covered it up, and over time, the location was eventually forgotten, it wouldn't be on anyone's radar. Okay, this changes things. Now that we know what we are looking for, we have to narrow the search. Well, that is not necessary. Let us start with what we know. It was a Galbank ship, which means the company is going to... Neva, weren't you working on a deal with Rokov? Something about a big-wig charity event on one of Trident's Starliners?
Are you serious? I've been working on that gig.
Ay, Dios mío. Will you shut up about your score and think for a sec? That Starliner has a Galbank VIP suite aboard, which means... Come on, Neva.
Which means a Gal Bank exec will be aboard. We grab their credentials and get ourselves into the Gal Bank archives in New It. Holy shit, that might actually work.
Pack your bags, Rook. And since you've earned it, take this gun with you. Might come in handy.
Opa.
Good. Because Neva and I are too well known to walk around the Starliner without being recognized. I need you to board that ship. Make contact with You'd better. Oh, before you leave, I wanted you to know that I took what you said about Mathis into consideration, and I've decided to cut him from the fleet.
Honestly, I'm surprised he made it off Suvorov.
There's no need to cover for him. Your first impression told me... That's it then. Next stop for you is And remember, Rokov does not need to know anything about...
Hey, Rook, before you head out, I need to have a word with you. Meet me at the last Nova after you wrap things up.
You have any last questions about the job? Ask them now.
As long as you put the fleet first, we won't have any... Hey, I want to talk to you. Thanks to you, Delgado's cut me from the fleet. Well, you know what? You better get your own fleet. I see. You think you're gonna show poor Mathis a little mercy now that you're Delgado's man. Well, guess what? Your generosity is getting me kicked off the key. And that means... Yeah? Well, then it just cost you...
Threaten us all you want, Mathis.
Now get the hell out of me!
Well, isn't this cozy? It appears we've stumbled across the embodiment of the phrase.
All right,
absolute
look.
mayhem.
I've been lining up a score with that asshole roll call from the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me.
My friend's got a point, Bug. Every pirate...
I'm about to tell you, so shut it. Rokov's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event at the Siren of the Stars. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those gal-bait credentials, I want you to grab that award.
Second, if either of you bums lay a finger on those crates, I have Delgado's express permission to blow your heads off.
From the pictures I've seen, the award is set with 12 blue diamonds and covered in. If I get Jazz to take it apart, I can turn it into a hell of a lot of cash. And best of all, and I'd prefer to have the money that award's worth in my account. Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct. Either way, I get my money. How much you walk away with?
Unless you plan to walk away empty-handed, she really isn't giving us a choice.
Then it's settled. All right, Rook, we're done here. Because that's exactly what you are. Beneath all of that inexperience, I'm sure you have an actual name. So get used to hearing that word. Good luck.
Rook.
Need to have a look at it.
Visiting with the Crimson Fleet, eh? Always a pleasure.
Every captain here's earned their stripes.
Блять, більше завантажень, більше дверей.
Are you looking to start something?
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Зараз прийду.
Pressure stable. Thrusters are a go.
Блін, це...
Ready.
Це рандомний корабель? Якийсь, блядь.
Grab jump spinning down. Just look at those stars. Seals are locked and we are docked.
Excuse me.
You're back. Then things are moving forward.
Nice job, bro.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her. Did you discover anything worth report? Legacy. Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado...
Excuse me, Commander. Please tell me you aren't seriously going to give that any credence. Everyone knows that's just a...
I'm holding tangible confirmation of the word legacy attached to Crix's name. That's too much of a coincidence to it.
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to. Well, we can solve that little mystery. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Gal Bank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think... What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Gal Bank is... Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to something. We have to... What's your next move? Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying... We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits that...
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Gal Bank execs for information. Get it?
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that there's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Crix was clever. For some reason, he never got there. And let Neva Mora take his place. Or Shinya Voss. Or any one of a number of pirates already gunning. No. The solution is to stick to the undercover operation and determine how much of this is truly... It's imperative. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, you're both dismissed.
Ships separated. Engaging drive. I love the feeling after a perfect jump. Docking complete. We're good to go.
About time you showed up. All right, Oba.
I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, oh, I don't know, 3 years now. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own. Yeah, I figured you'd say something like that. Just another one of Delgado's loyal. So Neva's message said you... Was that all she sent you here to do? Oh, really? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the... She told you to hold that over my head, did she? Oh, that would... Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still... Anyway, we'll get to that later. First, we have... So why are you targeting a Gall Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Oh, I see. We're playing this game. Well, you might as well turn around and hop back aboard your ship because you're not getting near.
Like him or not, he's the Siren's captain, so his assistance is going to be invaluable.
Well, well. It appears we have... I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. Fine. You want to play it that way. Dombrowski's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Probably spends more time cruising the space. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Terran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig.
Oh god, I'd rather hunt down Varun's zealots than mingle with those egotistical frauds.
Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starview Ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing. Head inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrowski, so there'll be more... Well, you better learn quick. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their Starliners, meaning that you lose... and kill anyone aboard the ship. Security will be alerted and all... Anyway, Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen. Dig up any dirt on the boss? As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut. What's the status? Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starfield ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarm. You seriously need to ask. Okay. First, Gold Bank protects their own. Kill Dombrowski, and they send Ecliptic after every Crimson Fleet ship they can find. Not something Delgado want. And second, you offer Gal Bank employee in every single Gal Bank facility in the settled systems will triple their security. I'm gonna guess that won't help with whatever your plans. Get back to it.
You just stole that.
If you have any specific requests, please speak to one of the crews.
Have you tried the canapes? Horrid. Positively horrid.
The society chair has really outdone herself this time.
Why not love this story?
Hello. Are you I heard he uses Galbank's VIP suite on the Siren of the Stars almost monthly. Does the man ever do it? Even if I was offered the award, I wouldn't take it. Can you imagine the security nightmare I'd have to deal with? No thank you. When you join, they send you a small chunk of rock from the Earth itself. I keep mine on my desk. Enjoy the rest of the event.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
So, what his behavior towards women is abominable. That man really... I missed out on the award to... Donations to the society can be debited. Well, that was boring.
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idleness. Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be important. Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask? Well, the Earth Savior Award is one of a kind. The Blue Diamonds... Since we can't produce a new award every year, it's instead passed from one recipient to the next. I supervise the transfer and make certain that there's ample security during transport. Forget it. I refuse to have a repeat of last year's fiasco, where the name leaked early and started a common... The winner's name is safely sealed away with the award itself, inside the master safe located at the purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more...
Here for business or pleasure?
I've done this particular cruise run several times, and I can assure you the route is quite safe.
With all the worthy causes in the separate systems, oh, you'd think people wouldn't waste money on these pretend. This must be where the passengers store their
Welcome to the
valuables
purser's
while the
office.
siren is
I'm
underway.
Chief Purser Murata. Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of... In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until... In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage. So, as you can imagine, your property will be completely secure. An excellent question. My responsibilities include all of the Siren's financial. Honestly, I really enjoy the work. I get to meet people at every port of call instead of being constantly stuck below decks. I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting... Is there anything else I can... Well, if you change your mind, don't forget to tell your friends how much you enjoy the cruise.
Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times, or you won't have access to...
Must you continue these unwelcome... Excuse me? And why in goodness name? And why in goodness name? Stop trying to I mean, it might be. Maybe we can work some... Maybe so. Oh, just take the damn thing already. Listen, maybe you can keep this between us. If the award goes missing, there's no need for the insurance company to get in.
Серйозно, можна просто уговорити. Це рофло. Навіть подивитись не дають. Окей.
Any complaints about your cruise should be directed to one of the staff.
I certainly hope they decide to hold... all future society events aboard a Starliner.
An open bar would have been nice. Yes, he's some kind of a top dog over at Galbank. I heard he replaced... That's all then? Okay.
Have you tried the canapé? I don't know why Larry's attending this event. He could care less about any planet. Don't forget to donate to the cause.
That view. That award is such a joke. Larry likes to drop overly Nice to have met you.
Hello, pleased to make your acquaintance. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about... Enjoy the rest of the event.
Please remember to obey all posted safety.
Sorry, do I know you? Look, I think you're...
I really don't have time to have a discussion with you, my partner. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over. What's it gonna take to make us both? If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Yeah, sure you are. And what the hell? Dombrowski has us mixed up with... If you had another... You know what? Forget it. The price of doing business by slinging mud. You're willing to pay me to give you dirt on Larry? Sorry, I thought I'd end up on the short end of the deal. You know, this whole thing, right? Larry and I had the perfect scheme where thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
If you're angry at anybody, it should be yourself for getting mixed up in this ridiculous scheme in the first place.
Judge me all you want, lady. At this point, if I'm going down, then all I'm focused on is dragging Larry down with me. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept... legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them. I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should... Good luck. I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
I'm sorry, unless you're reporting a security situation.
Quite an event they're throwing today, don't you think? Hello? You here? Oh, I'm afraid that I work for UC Security, so I don't... Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe whatever you think you know about me. You're dead wrong.
You're a liar and an absolute disgrace to the United Colonies.
Just in case you weren't aware, anything you try to report will boil down to your word. And since I work for UC Security...
Any troubles you need to share?
Here for business or pleasure?
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you... Which is why he's threatening you. We need hard evidence of their scheme. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill. Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and... I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support center. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure.
Whatever it takes. He's talking about tampering with the only system keeping everyone on this ship.
Don't worry. It'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousies. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before trouble. Remember, the moment you shut down that system, the entire ship goes into lockdown.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all society events before Starlight.
Hold up. This area is of... Wait a second. You're Captain Rocko's guest, right? Sorry to give you trouble. Oh, sorry. Oh, really? Tell you what. I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch. Maybe you can hold this for me? Remember not to touch anything, please.
Listen. Heavy security protecting this area. Judging from the fact that this is the life support control, it certainly makes sense.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion.
Well, it appears that we've definitely ruined the party. Everyone's...
The ship is in a state of emergency. Return to your...
Can you believe the size of this cabin? It's large enough to accommodate a family of 12.
It's time you stopped
What a
playing.
ridiculous waste of space.
You're working for Ikande's little anti-pirating outfit? So what? I have nothing to do with... And even if I suddenly decided to stay loyal to the old UC, why would I possibly want to incriminate... Claudia said that. That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk... I'd love to see the bastard fry. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong... At least I walk away with something. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. Just remember that you promised him. You better tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
You must. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly... No! Please!
Whatever you need, you've got it.
No. Please!
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
Well, I'm uncertain. Excellent. Excellent. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank, the means. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent. Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire... I pride myself on having an intensely thorough education, though I'm sure that your compliment also meant you. In blunt terms, you have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing... I assume that's what you've been angling...
Oh, do get on with this. There's only so long I can stand being in the...
Splendid. It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me... Oh, of course I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how...
If something's on your mind, you can tell me.
Our security team would appreciate if you'd please shelter in your cabin during this emergency. Thank you.
Well, looks like everything worked out. I wish you hadn't blown away the gambling debt that Sandino. But hey, I'm glad you feel that. Just remember to tell Delgado. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me? Of course, of course. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining the fleet. I owe you one. Nonsense. If there's one universal constant you can depend on, it's that you've get. Well, I suppose this is where we part company. Hopefully the next...
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor...
Ship's detached. We're clear.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. Oh, and is there... Sure, have at it. Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
By the way, Sergeant Yubi was
Hello. Welcome to the... Just one moment. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. How the hell did you know that? Look, Ecliptic busted in here and said something about letting you walk into the archives, and then they're gonna jump you. I'm supposed to let you in, and then get the heck out of here. They said if I didn't do exactly what they said, they just... Be careful. I don't even know how...
Next time you see Bog, tell him to light.
Those mission boards aren't going to clear themselves.
Every time I see Redley smile, I want to punch him in the face.
Ладно, поки хватить. Треба лягати спати перед роботою.